when we read the Bible, understanding that there is a world around this, and understanding where these people lived and what they were going through and what they experienced, we can get a great message for us. What is the message that Jesus wants to say to us? Just like he said to Sardis. Well, I believe it's this. Number one, don't compromise. Don't be complacent in your privileged and power, Living Word Fellowship, American Christian. Don't get so fat and sassy on your goodness and your blessing and the fact that Jesus loves you that you forget you're supposed to be a light in the darkness. Because I can tell you it's very easy to talk about the blessing of God and talk about how much he loves us and talk about Jesus at the cross and forget that we're supposed to tell somebody about it. We're supposed to be a light. Jesus, the last thing he said was go into all the world and tell somebody else. And Jesus rebukes the church in Sardis because they're so confident in their position and they're so arrogant that they're not doing anything. And they've got this reputation for being the world leader in Jesus, and they're dead, Jesus says. Wake up. And I believe he's telling us the same thing as Christians in 2019. Maybe you've been a Christian for 25 years and you've never told anyone about Jesus. The message for you lovingly is wake up. We're supposed to be a light. We're supposed to be a light. And we're so busy wrapped up in our own church and our own lives that we forget people are dying all around us without Jesus. Which gets to the next thing I think Jesus is saying, and that is don't compromise. Don't compromise. For those of you that have not soiled your clothes, I'm going to make you the real victory. It's easy to live and try to straddle the fence between culture and Jesus. We've talked about it all series long. And I have heard people do linguistic gymnastics to make it seem okay. Well, we're going to just love them. No, so we need to tell them too. We can't just love them into hell. We have to be a light. And that means sometimes we have to be different, because if we turned all the lights out here and we left this, everybody's eyes would go to here. Because the light shines in the darkness. And maybe the reason America gets worse is because the church is too busy either sleeping or compromising. And I believe the message of Jesus to you and I include me in this, is the same message to Sardis. Wake up and quit blending into culture. You're supposed to be different. And just because you're standing on the sides clapping the parade doesn't mean you're not taking part. Well, I'm not really in the parade. I'm just there clapping so everybody sees me so they keep shopping at my business. And Jesus says, no, that's just as bad. You need to be different. Be a light. Let me provide for you, and I will make you victorious. Does this touch home a little bit? Because it does with me. When I hear this, I'm like, ouch, that means me, Jesus. Maybe I'm too confident, and maybe I'm too comfortable, and maybe I won't step outside of my comfort zone for fear of being teased or insulted. I'm not posting that meme on Facebook because everybody's going to freak out and write things about me on Facebook and Twitter and whatever, But we're supposed to be a light of love. And so we need to shine. And then the last thing I believe Jesus is saying is, I see you. I know how hard it is. And don't worry, I have got your back. I'm not going to blot your name out. As long as you follow what I'm telling you to do, you will always have a place with me. That's a place of confidence. That's where my confidence lies. That I know that when this life is done, I've got a place in heaven. And I want as many people there with me as well. What motivates me to stand up every Sunday and implore people to turn to Jesus? Because I know where I was. I know what I was. I know as a teenager on the brink of suicide what I felt like. I know what I was going through. And somebody loved me enough to tell me the truth. And that's the message for us as well. Wake up. Wake up. Don't compromise. Don't give in. Be a light and be strong and know that I have got your back. The message to Sardis is the message to us as well.